What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to the free-to-play series. We are now in episode 24 and we have got lots to catch you up on today guys, because it has been quite a while since my last episode, and since then Mr. Deadwood Jedi absolutely destroyed me in terms of the Clan Boss challenge that I set upon him, meaning that I needed to send him a Genzin mask. So might not be this one, probably a new one that's going to be going out to him shortly, but I just want to say a big congratulations to Deadwood, as it was an amazing thing to be a part of. Like, over the past 2 months, going back and forth with all of the trash talk and stuff like that. I hope you guys really enjoyed the collaborations and all of the lead up until that point as well. And I hope I didn't let you down too much in terms of everything that was happening throughout it. I tried my best to go for a damage mitigation team, which I was really proud of. But in today's video, I'll discuss what kind of went wrong and where I'm at with that team, for anybody that's kind of thinking, where did you actually get with this team, YST? But yeah, I hope everyone's having an amazing day today. Let me know what you've been getting up to, and are you going for the fusion? Have you been going for the Path of the Clover event? I actually been going for the Eternal Soulstone on my main account, which is pretty cool. But I'll probably try my best to come for an avatar on the free-to-play. I thought that'd be pretty cool. We're currently on day number 62. We've got a good amount of energy to farm up some champions and stuff. And I've actually got a new 6-star. And she goes by the name of Rhonda. Now, the team that I've got, because it wasn't performing to the ways that I wanted to in terms of damage, right? I thought, let me try put a Rhonda in here and take on board some of what Deadwood was telling me. That maybe all of the triple hits that she applies with her kit, and also the passive proccing within your corner, granting extra turns with the ally attack features, might actually perform better than Anax was in my particular team. But that's something that I'll be looking towards. I'll be re-gearing her. Probably won't strip down Anax completely, but I'll be looking towards farming some dragon, rebuilding her and stuff like that, and it should be a pretty cool time. With my referral links, I'm actually on 1 Sacred Shard, so thanks so much to Slavzia for getting this. I'm actually going to yeet it in today's video and hopefully get something pretty sweet. And then we've got 3 more on the way, so free-to-play Badass and Dark Lurker are on road to getting these for me as well, which will be pretty nice. And yeah, in terms of missions, I'm still on upgrade a Great Hall bonus to level 7. Now, if you look in your Great Hall development, or mine should I say, I'm very close. I'm like 80 points away, and I've just been staying on top of the arena, which I'm happy to say I am now in Gold 5. So 2 months, Gold 5, not too bad for the way that I've been playing arena. I haven't been doing like a bunch of resets or anything like that. I did the occasional ones during arena tournaments, trying to get the milestones and stuff like that. But away from that, it's been pretty casual, waiting for some easy teams, resetting every 15 minutes, and just staying on top of it really. One thing that you may have noticed in my Clan Boss team, that HellHades has been taken out. So she's now got built for damage in around 200% crit damage stats and 3000 plus attack. And that's kind of enabling me to defeat some of these harder oppositions. But I might swap her out for Rhonda, who knows. Let's see if we can get some wins in here. And boom. And by the way guys, let me know, is there anything that you guys are watching currently that you recommend for me? I watch a lot of TV shows and series and stuff like that, and I was just anxious to know what you guys enjoy watching out there. Like, maybe it's just like a different topic. I've kind of got up to date with everything that I've been watching, and I'm on Netflix, I'm on Now TV. Like, what do I watch here? I'm kind of just stuck watching documentaries. But if you recommend any kind of series, let me know guys, let me know. Oh my god, how long are we gonna be here killing this Duchess? 15 hours? Yeah, we got time for that. 1 minute and 30 seconds to kill 1 champion. There we go. But we gotta do what we gotta do to get those points. So we're almost like 70 points away now. Any more easy-ish ones here? No, these are all just baits. We're gonna get destroyed. It'll be so funny to face myself, because I'm in Gold 5 as well, my main account. I wonder if I can do that sometime. That'd be pretty funny. But yeah, in terms of this event, guys, let's see who's on here. So we got a Seer. That could be astronomical, but I don't have any Void Shards, so that's just out of the equation. Seeker is very cool because I do have a Deacon Armstrong and potentially can push a 2-to-1 ratio comp in the future, so I wouldn't mind pulling a Seeker. And also Miss Rider Dahi has a drop defense and a weaken. No, which one was it? I think it's the extra turn mechanic, right? Yeah, so Off on his champion, grants an extra turn. He's very strong for specific unkillable teams as well. But he's just an overall nice champion to have on that account, so I wouldn't mind him. And in terms of legendaries, any of these would change my account, honestly. So I don't think it's too much of a bad time to summon. We get some summon rush points here. So we'll be able to get up to around some anniversary coins, which will be pretty sweet. But traditionally, like, I want to wait for 2x events, but there's epics I'm after still. I want skull crushers, right? And these kind of caliber of champions is what I'm really after. So let's go for it. Come on. Epic champion. Another Deacon Armstrong. Now that's a good thing, I guess. Faction Guardians, but you guys know I've already got a Deacon Armstrong. But would I need a need for 2? No, right? Yeah, he's just going to be a Faction Guardians and for Faction Wars potentially. We've got a few Ancient Shards, let's do it. Hopefully we can get one Epic Champion from this. Come on. Or a gold, you never know. Who's this dude? Slither Brutes? Any goods? Decrease speed. Oh, he's got a 30% decrease speed on A1. That's pretty nice. Decreases the target's turn meter equal to the amount of buffs on the target. And another rare champion in the Honor Guards. You can place decreased accuracy. Oh, it's only the half value. Okay. He's got a block buffs, 100% chance. Alright. And a chance of stealing 2 random buffs from the target. So that's pretty nice for like the Magic Keep missions. If anybody's out there looking for champions for that, he could be a pretty sweet one for it. So we're going to get some anniversary coins. Does that enable anything from this Titans event? Oh, it does. So we get a Soul Stone. Can we get something for Phixion? That's what we're looking for here. A 6-star Phixion, please. An epic. A 2-star Eurogrim. I've actually not got any epic champions from the Void category, so yeah, probably not one for me, but we'll take it, man. We will take it. Alright, so in terms of my Clan Boss team, what I'm going to do is I'll show you my Magic Affinity comp, and it does pretty well, okay, on the Nightmare Clan Boss. And what is this going to be based around is Anax is going to be taking the stun on this affinity. So what I'll be doing is I'll be opening up with probably Rearguard Sergeant, if I'm honest. We're going to delay Taragi by 1 turn. Click auto here. Then we're going to delay the A1 of Phixion again. Boom, boom. And then the decreased attack will go out here. Ally protection from Taragi. And there we go. And now what this is going to do is keep the ally protection on our stun target champion with the ally protection, meaning that he will hardly ever die from the stun turn, okay? Because of how much damage we're mitigating. And this is basically how the team I wanted to work. Everybody's pretty much got their cooldowns apart from Anax now, which is a nice thing. The Clan Boss hasn't been too nice to me in terms of giving me epic books or legendary books or anything like that. So still struggling on that regard, but it's okay. And this pretty much goes on for a very long time, guys. Like, the runs, I believe I've seen as high as 45 turns, something along that lines. But basically, if I'm facing Spirit Affinity, I know that Rearguard Sergeant will be the stun target. So what I'll be doing is altering the ally protections as well for the ally protection to be on her. And then the same thing with any other affinities. I just alter who puts it up at what given time. And each of the champions are within the 171 to 185 range. I'm keeping a speed tune for both Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare, which is nice. It's been working out pretty well for me so far. I'm now doing a 2 to 3 key on the Nightmare. But the issue that I've been having with Ultra Nightmare, which I will hopefully showcase a run in this video, if we've got a key. Or I might just cut the run off short or something, we'll see. Yeah, so it pretty much, it survives a okay amount of time. But I think I underestimated the value of, in my head, I just wanted to survive as long as possible. And I thought that would translate into more attacks, more sustain, more War Master procs. But what I didn't pay consideration to is, one Taragi the Frog only reflects in Affinity Clan Boss with a better value because you're getting hit 4 times rather than 1 time on Void. So I've lost all of that instant damage from Poison. On top of that, getting the sustain and the accuracy in lifesteal sets, by the way, because we've only got 1 form of extra healing with continuous heals and then the occasional heals from Phixion as well. It just wasn't enough, right? And I kind of underestimated like how much healing is needed, and can I get the accuracies of like 220 plus alongside the sustain? And I think I really undervalued that. and the damage just wasn't there in the long run. And I was like, if I'm honest, I was a bit upset with myself. And I'm sorry if I let some of you guys down with that, but I really did try my hardest, and I did feel like this would be the best way to go. I wasn't slacking or anything like that. I put in a ton of work. Like, I was up until 2, 3 in the morning, knowing that I had to take my kids to school in the morning and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I was definitely putting in the work for it. I really had a true vision for it. It just didn't plan out how I wanted. And you live and you learn. Huge congrats to Deadwood Jedi. No excuses. He absolutely destroyed me. He didn't just 4-key, guys. He 3-keyed it in 60 days. That is so impressive. But it just shows that those 2-to-1 compositions are just not to mess around with. Insane, right? That over Autumnborn putting in the crazy work. But yeah, very, very cool. Let's see how much turns we could survive here. I think I see an average of 15 to 18 million. It's kind of the place that I sit at now. But until I get some more sustain on my champions, like Marked, if I swapped her out for another increased defense champion who's more tanky, let's just say an Ultan or somebody, it's going to be a no-brainer to swap her out and put that in. And then somebody like an Anax with a Ronda instead. I still think that we're Ultra Nightmare worthy. We're just not right there yet. And there we go. We're surviving some of the hits. Can we get some decreased attack on, please? There we go. And hopefully you guys can see the kind of... This kind of proves what I had in my head, I guess. Like, this is the speed tune. This is exactly how I envisioned it working. Ally protection, full coverage, increased defense all the time. But, yeah, I just don't have the sustain. I don't have the sustain at all. Without Leech, it starts to become very tedious, right? But we'd be dying in these hits. If we didn't have ally protection covering us there, we'd be absolutely dead by now. So still going strong. 31 turns in. Let's go. Increase attacks. Ally protections. Protected there. We're going to cleanse it. Get a bit of a heal on. And then now, because we've speed tuned it in this way, A1 from Taraji, heal ourselves back up. Stun target stays on Anax. Boom. Get the ally protection on. Heal up our Taraji a bit. He's going to A1. And yeah, it pretty much goes on like this for a very long time. But as you see, it's not reflecting in the damage. And that's what I'm so upset about. Oh man, all of these hours. We've got a bit of a death there, which is okay. We lose a bit of the cleanse, but that only matters on Spirit Affinity mainly. So the stun should still be going on to Anax here. Okay, so we died there. So this one's not looking as good as before, but we should still be able to survive a few extra turns here. We're not getting any poison reflections. So boom. Increase attack. Alright, now we're starting to die. So we're dead. Who's he going to go for? Phixion? Oh, it went for him. Okay. Increase attack. Ally protection. Cleanse. Damage mitigation. Okay. So 40 turns deep so far. We're nearly hitting that 50 turns where he starts to ignore conditions. Can we get to 50 turns? I don't think I've done it before, if I'm honest. Okay, so Phixion's dead. Oh, okay. Can we get another revive in? Oh, but they're going to die now. 43 turns. Can we do it? Increase attack. Ooh. It just shows how much valuable this... Oh, who's going to die now? Phixion? Ooh, Taraji. Alright, now we're dead. So 16.1 million. That kind of sits in that realm that I traditionally see, that 15 to 19 million range, but that all just comes down to RNG on reflections of poisons. It relies on Anax not getting weak hits like we was in this affinity, and all of those things consider. So yeah, that was the team and how it's speed tuned. And we do have another key here, so I can just show you a little bit of Ultra Nightmare, I guess. So how it was working in my brain was the first turn we're going to lose it. This is completely fine. And we're just going to A1 and get instant damage here. And you see that they're resisted because we don't have the stats that we want at this point. Just going to keep A1ing. Boom. A1s. And this is all going to carry on until the first stun. Got a weaken there. Drop defense. A1s. A1s. Stun's going to go on. And there I could have done it, but I like putting it here so it does a cleanse and a heal at the same time because she will be my ally protector as well, right? And then here, what I like to do is open up with the decreased attack at that point, and then we start to follow in with the Taraji the Frog with the increased defense. And then here, we can pretty much just click auto, right? And it's going to be going well for Void Affinity and stuff like that, and it's very cool the way that we can switch up the comp. And it survives a pretty long time, but because we might be getting resisted on some hits, or we don't have the defense on our champions, or the HP on our champions, we start to get absolutely wrecked because we do not have the ally protection going on the rearguard sergeant, right? Because we haven't delayed it. So what I should be doing is actually switching that up. Let me do that right now. Okay, so we've just set it back up again, and then now pretty much this is all auto from here. And now because we've opened up with the thingy from here, now the Taraji the Frog's going to put ally protection for the stun, meaning that rearguard sergeant's hardly ever going to die. But what kind of happens is because marked is so weak, later on into the rounds, the stun will start to deter onto the marked because she's not healing by the values, right? She's going to be taking a huge smack. We still don't have a barbarian banner to put on her in terms of defense percent or anything like that, and it really starts to become tedious for my composition. But as you see here, if we have a Ronda, we might not be getting as many poisons, but the amount of Giant Slayer procs coming our way might actually be very impactful. But we do survive a decent amount of time, right? And it's basically, this team is okay. We just need more damage and more sustain. Like, the speed tune is completely great, but a counter-attack champion is exactly what I'm after here. We're missing the weaken because we've only got 190 accuracy on my Anax. We'll let this one play out. I've actually not let one play out since I started. I've kind of cut the runs off early so I don't waste keys for Nightmare or Brutal and stuff. But we'll let this one play out and see where it goes. And look at this, we're starting to take a bit of a smack now, but can you see here, guys, what the issue is? The damage is just not replicated. Look, 4 million damage in 14 turns is just not enough in order to 4-key, right? It's not going to cut it. But if this was Affinity Clan Boss, think about how many poisons we would have had by now in 15 turns. We'd have been reflecting so much, is unbelievable with Taraji the Frog. Now, we've lost a decreased attack here. Gonna come in now. Surviving pretty well so far, 17 turns. Bit of poison coming through. I think the best that I'd seen before it cut up was around 11 million. And I was pretty proud of that, honestly. I thought it's a slow, tanky team, but... here we go. The second that the decreased attack falls off, it's done. Ooh, we got it again. We're kind of banking on the extensions, if I'm honest, but look at the hits here, guys. Scary. Taraji the Frog is getting absolutely wrecked. Boom. Now here, if Taraji doesn't land it, it could be finished. Yeah. See that, guys? And that is the issue with this composition. Now, we will be able to come back into the fight a little bit, but once again, decreased attack's not on. Boom. And that is kind of what happens. This is what happens. Like, I'm not even gonna like try to do another run or anything like that. It's just the brute reality of the team. Like, if you don't land decreased attack, there is not enough sustain in this team in order to survive. So 7 million with the decreased attack is about 10 to 11 million, and it doesn't really go much past that. But I try my best for you guys, okay? Nowhere near a 4-key, but we'll get there in the end, I'm sure. Maybe in the next few weeks, we might be able to put up a bit of a better fight in terms of this slow composition that I tried for you guys. But yeah, that is going to be all for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I will be carrying on the free-to-play series and still trying to do my road to Ultra Nightmare and seeing where I can take it. Really starting to optimize the damage of Ronda, maybe take Anax out of there and not rely on accuracy, put some sustain, and really see where we can take it with the Brimstone, right? I've still not used Brimstone in this Clan Boss team. And if you can imagine Brimstone in this comp that we just used today, it should be at least a 13 to 15 million. Right? Granted, we last long enough and place that decreased attack on time, but it's all a work in progress, and that's what Raid is about. I'll catch you guys on the episode soon, and peace.